The truth is, most people simply assume that just having a visa, immigration, piece of paper, means they are in the clear. That they can work remotely, they can travel how often they want, and they cannot worry about tax obligations. But that's far from the reality, and you know that. Taxes in Italy are not just about where you are, but they're about how long you stay, where your money comes from, and whether Italy sees you as a tax resident. So, Italy recently has introduced the Digital Nomad Visa (DNV) to attract, let's say, high-skilled remote workers from outside and inside the European Union. The idea, the scope is simple. If you're not an Italian resident, you have a remote income and work for a company or clients even outside of Italy, you can live here legally. But what does it mean for taxes? A biggest misconception. A visa does not determine your tax status. What actually matters is tax residency. Let's break it down. Italy determines tax residency based on three key factors. Let's say the time spent in Italy. If you spend more or less than 103 days in Italy in a calendar year, you're considered a tax resident. Register residency. If you register with the Italian authorities to the local municipality as legal resident, even for visa purposes, you might be considered a tax resident by assumption. Or, in general, if you have the center of interest. If Italy becomes the core of your social economic life, where you own a property, where your family is based, where your income is primarily used, and so on, you could, once again by assumption, be classified as a tax resident. Let's say Sarah, a designer from the US, she gets the Digital Nomad Visa in May 2024. She decided to live in Italy full-time, renting an apartment in Milan and staying until December of 2024. Even though she hasn't hit the 103 days in 2024, she wants to renew her lease and continue in 2025. So in this case, she will easily cross the threshold and become a tax resident. So what happens if you become a tax resident? Once you qualify or you become a tax resident, Italy taxes you on your worldwide income and on your worldwide assets. That means your remote job income is taxed in Italy, even if your company is abroad. You must report all your foreign assets, including bank accounts, investments, rental properties, retirement accounts. You may need, it depends on the case, to pay the wealth tax on assets exceeding threshold. And if you don't file properly, you could face penalties. Now, let's break it down with real numbers. Let's say Sarah earns $80,000 per year gross from their US-based employer. If she is considered a tax resident of Italy, she falls under the Italian progressive tax system. So that means that her total liability could be around $25,000 or so, depending on deductions and credits, and of course the taxes already paid in her own country. How to reduce your tax burden as a digital nomad and as a tax resident? Well, I can start from the regime impatriati. If you qualify, you may pay taxes on just 50% of your personal income for 5 years or 10 years within certain conditions. Then take a deep look about the double taxation treaties. If your home country has a treaty with Italy, you can avoid being taxed twice on the same income. So basically the rule of thumb suggests that you can credit all the taxes paid in the foreign country. Then why not, if you have a business, expense deductions. Certain professional and businesses expenses can be deducted or written off, if you know what I mean. And yes, the last but most important, hire a tax advisor. Italian tax law in general is pretty complex, and expert advice and guidance is the key to optimize your situation. So, random question, is the Digital Nomad Visa worth it? Well, it's a $1 million question actually. The Digital Nomad Visa opens incredible opportunities, but it comes with serious tax consideration. If you don't plan for tax residency, you might be caught off guard by unexpected obligations, but with the right strategy, you can minimize your taxes and maximize your experience in Italy. I mean, regime impatriati, regime forfettario are there for you. So, before you pack your bags and book the one-way flight, make sure you understand where you stand. Because in Italy, as in life, planning ahead makes all the difference.
At Studiorigo, we provide world-class tax and financial guidance for expats and international professionals in Italy. We don't just help you stay compliant. We craft strategic tax solutions tailored to high-level individuals who demand precision and expertise. If you are serious about optimizing your tax position, visit our website or connect with us on social media. We work with those who value excellence, and we look forward to assisting you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.